1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome, weary folk, to a recap of our tale. Compressed and sauced, gnomes need charity. A trap unleashed and foiled, but Margaret nearly died.
It's 10 years ago, and you are still wandering through the dense Wild-Eye woods, but you feel like you're making good progress. Margaret, can you make a perception check for me?
I can indeed. Oh, that's a 9.
Okay. You look around and you notice that Grumpo's just trailing behind the group a little bit.
I think I established that I was fine with Grumpo, but maybe wasn't maybe found him a bit more of a less charming presence than everyone else. You're right back there, Grumpo. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Yep. Okay, good. Onwards and upwards.
Wait,
Forwards, team.
what was that about sweet Master Dewclaw?
Oh, he's just lagging.
Doesn't sound like Master Dewclaw. Master Dewclaw! And Jum just stops and gets on his knees.
Why don't you percept at him instead, then? Maybe you'll see a bit more than I did.
Master Dewclaw, allow me to percept you. What's perception, wisdom, or intelligence?
Wisdom.
That's an 8.
Yeah,
One less.
you also notice that Grumpo is behind.
So observant.
See, I told you. He's lagging.
Gang, he's lagging. Gang,
For no
it's Master
obvious
Dewclaw.
reason.
Gang, gang.
Oh, jeez.
Who can percept better than what I would call an 8 out of 20?
Master Dewclaw, what is it that ails you?
Are you just going to go up and talk to him, bloke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm like, oh, okay, and I've like taken my helmet off and slammed my hammer down. Like, fine, if we're doing this, okay.
I feel this is a valuable opportunity for bonding within the group. Master Dewclaw, please share your burden.
No, yes, sorry, yes, I was just pondering the goblet.
The goblet,
Oh yes,
your blue one.
the object of our quest. Where did your pondering lead you?
I've been thinking about the inscription.
Ah yes, the inscriptions that we are all very familiar with at this stage in the journey. There is no need whatsoever to recount them. Please, tell us what conclusions you have reached.
There is something that troubles me. Something that troubles me deeply.
Go on.
I must away. I must away at once to resolve this matter. Please follow the path and head to the Claggy Caverns. I'll reconvene with you there. And Grumpo just absolutely takes off, booking it at a surprising
Please.
speed into the brush of the forest.
Please,
feel he's gone
Grumpo,
off.
wait and be more cryptic. Please.
I feel he is ridden off in order to perform more fan service in sequences that will not involve us.
Yes, that sounds about right.
He is a man of great integrity.
Right, then I guess we just continue on and he'll show up at a precise and important moment.
Yes,
To turn
and we must hope.
the tides of something.
We must hope that our journey will have the inherent stakes necessary to keep audience involvement going, rather than them just waiting to see what character from some other franchise shows up in his story.
Yes.
I'm not angry. Let's just keep journeying.
Back in the present, you find yourself in a similar place deep in the Wild-Eye woods. Despite the time being somewhere close to midday, little to no sunlight makes its way through the thick canopy of trees above you as you continue to trek forward.
I'd be very aware of that with my arboreal awareness.
Oh, you notice every tree, every canopy, every leaf. As would Morik, I would imagine.
Yeah, most likely. He's probably eaten some of them.
Morik's not so tree focused.
I mean, does Morik have arboreal awareness?
Look, it's a little myopic.
He's nature focused. He sees all things.
Well, Morik, why don't you give me a perception or a nature check for me? And I'd say that you can make it with advantage because of your speech of beast and leaf ability. Put Blurg's arboreal awareness in his place.
Okay, first one's a 19. That's way better. 19.
219. Wow.
No, what? The next one was 8, so I was like,
okay.
I'm going to read that.
Oh, great. Mike, you listen to the sound of the wind moving through the leaves, and you can perceive that it's actually more than that. There are trees that are alive in this forest, and they are talking about you as you pass. The talk doesn't feel malicious or conspiratorial, but instead more like gossip. Like perhaps these ancient beings take any opportunity to take note of something new passing them by.
Oh, friends, the trees are discussing us.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
We are a new element to their environment.
I mean, they've probably heard of us.
Hello, trees. Can you tell them hello? Say hello.
Yes,
Back.
they can hear, and they have responded.
Speak common.
That they can't do.
But can they understand common?
Yes. Oh,
So they choose not to reply.
Game
Well,
Master, can
okay.
they understand common?
Yes, I can.
I feel like they'd be wise, right? If they're alive, they probably understand a lot. They'd hear a lot going through the forest. They'd
Yeah. They
understand.
They understand common, but they don't deign to speak it unless one of us would try to speak tree to them first.
They don't have mouths.
I see.
They'll have to speak with leaf.
I have a lot to learn about trees.
Trees?
Am I saying it right?
That was now replying as the trees. Trees.
They do sign language just with their branches.
pronounced
They're like,
trees. Fuckwit.
Yeah, Morik, you interpret a series of rustles to be that they find...
Guy's named Russell.
Yeah.
yes.
They find Jump to be quite boorish.
I'm not going to say that to him. I'll keep that to myself.
Little secret for you in the
Jump,
trees.
They understand you, Jump.
Brilliant. You tell them if they want an autograph or if they want to hear any of my stories. Just all they need to do is sway around a bit and go in the wind.
The trees suddenly go dead silent.
A deafening silence.
Awed into silence. I get it.
Yes. Jay.
Well, thank you for having us here. It's very nice. Thank you. I keep looking at Morik like this is right. Just you're nodding. Great.
This
Thank you.
This is good.
Thank you, and thank you.
Make sure you don't swing your axe.
Axe hammer.
I can't remember. Do you have a? No, it's a hammer, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not an
hammer.
axe. You're good. Don't worry. It's not going to cut down a tree.
Battle hammer to you.
Swing it about as much as you like.
Don't hammer any trees either, kids at home. Jump walks through going, "You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome." As he passes all the trees.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you about the trees.
Well, the tree's just like, what an asshole.
And I'll tip. Perhaps Morik replies in leaf and just explains that he's young-ish compared to the trees.
Yeah, compared to the trees,
he's young.
Yeah. Most things are young compared to the trees.
Yeah.
Trees, though, they're of a different generation. They are supremely racist.
Hey, we don't know that for sure. Trees, are you racist?
How do they reply?
I assume that Black is just hugging all the
Well,
trees.
he's very self-conscious. He's got a
rubbing-
finger on his
rubbing his
his
skin.
bow, made of wood, and
I don't know why I thought you were going to say bum.
he's got the other hand is on his bum as he contemplates, and it feels very humbled by the beauty of the trees all around him, and for once is speechless. But he does have a haiku.
He's quietly formulating a
Thank you.
haiku. Just
Thank God.
working
Yeah.
it through.
Trees. This is the first one of the day I'll be trying on the fly without writing it down first.
My favourites.
They're the
These
best.
are the best ones.
Shit. Trees resplendent.
Going well.
Yeah, I love that
Trees-
you were rendered speechless, but then immediately decided to.
Yeah. He's speechless except for this haiku. Trees resplendent and glorious in their provision of air and shelter.
Oh, that's nice, actually.
I like, as you were counting the syllables to that, I note that you had your left hand and right hand about 2 meters apart. You had to expend a lot of effort to go from one hand to another.
That's not a tremendous amount of effort. I often look from one direction to another.
Wow.
I'm something of a pro at it now.
We must talk.
I take my shirt off my traps and just fucking film.
Whoa!
The rest of me is awful,
it's
but
like fucking Akira, just sucking in other entities.
my lower body's just withered away from the neck muscles.
A worthy sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Never write down a poem again.
Never again.
Can you all make a perception check for me?
Oh no, we're not going to have to fight the trees, are we?
We're fucked.
Well, quite fittingly, Jump got a natty 1.
Jump is still just thanking the trees,
You're
oblivious
welcome.
to the
You're
disdain.
welcome. You are welcome, trees.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Can I put a hand on his shoulder just to be like, we're good?
9.
No more thanks.
I wasn't thanking them. I was
I got a 16.
saying they're welcome.
Oh wait, if I have the perception thing checked, do I add the proficiency modifier?
Yes.
Yes, in that case 11.
Okay.
10 for me.
In that case, 18. I forgot to add mine.
Mark, you notice off to the side of the path, deep amongst the shadows, some beautiful lights circling backwards and forwards like a murmuration of birds. It is delightful and enticing.
I don't go towards it. No, I'll probably
Follow your gut, Mark.
Run.
lights. I'm trying to work out whether would Morik go and look. He might go and look
Oh, fuck that.
if he thinks it's like what do you call them? Glowing. What are those fireflies? Like if he thinks it's like fireflies or something, he might think it's nature and he'll go and look. Although does it perception won't alert him to whether or not it's weird. Will it like with a bad aura or anything? Does it?
You've no. I'll let you follow up with an insight check or a history or nature check if you want to try and think if you've seen these sort of lights before, because you are a creature of the forest.
I'll go nature. Let's see what I get. Oh my god, that's a 1. Okay,
Well,
after I add my 4, that's 5, but it's a 1.
It's a natty
You've
1.
never-
John's behind you whispering stuff like, yeah, this is definitely great. Take it from me. I'm an expert in these kinds of things, especially in forests.
You've never seen lights like these before.
Bah! Somebody give me the answer.
We walk past it and Sarah just scrunches up 3 double-sided A4 pages of notes.
Blair has an idea, but he's just staring at trees. He's very arborally aware right now.
I'm gonna say he goes a bit closer.
Does he alert anyone else that he's
No.
stepping off the path? Great. So you step out off the path into the woods towards this murmuration of light, and you see some of them floating around you. They're just glowing balls of light, and they come playfully floating around you and then shoot off back towards the murmuration.
Am I close enough to reach a hand out to like the full murmuration?
You can be if you'd like to walk towards it.
Can I do that?
Yeah, so you reach out to the murmuration and it scatters around you. You feel like they don't want to be touched,
Okay.
but you do notice that you are not standing on solid ground anymore. You are
Oh no.
in a soft, muddy, bog-like substance that's, and you are slowly sinking in.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I'm assuming I can't just step out of it.
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
But you could use your outdoor voice.
My outdoor voice, as in because I can boom.
Well, you can just tell one of us. Help.
Yeah, but I've walked.
Friends.
Remember, you all kept strolling. I went off the path.
I think we were paused admiring the
Sorry.
trees that you had pointed out to us.
Okay, so you haven't walked on. You're in like a clearing.
And it hasn't
or
been
something.
too long. It hasn't been like, this is 10 minutes and we're like...
We can roll a perception check if you like to see if you've left. To see if we notice you're not there.
Is there such a thing? Is this outrageous? Can I talk to the tree, one of the ancient trees, and ask them to try and pull me out? Is that an outrage? Is that like is that a big no?
It's not an outrage now. I love it. Please make a persuasion check with advantage.
What's my? Oh no. Okay, that's a bad one to start with. Oh, natch 20 on the second. Yes. Yay!
So you feel panicked for a brief second, realizing that these spirits were maybe a little more malicious than you perceived, and maybe they've lured you to your death so they can feast on you once you drown. But thankfully,
They were so cutesy. Huh.
Thankfully, you're good standing with the trees. A branch reaches down within your grasp to be able to pull you out of the bog.
Like a glass bog.
Okay.
Gently, but like firmly.
As you do, some of the balls of light come towards you and they shock you.
So did Morik? Did you say anything to persuade them?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm so sorry to impose. I seem to have been rather foolish, and I'm not sure these are fireflies. Please, I'm about to sink, and I feel like perhaps to be eaten. Could I ask a favor for you to pull me out? He's really polite. Like, just, really polite. Doesn't want to offend. Doesn't, because this is an inconvenience,
Oh, yeah.
These guys, they got other stuff going on. They're ancient. Yeah.
Busy dudes.
And as the tree reaches its branch out to you, it says back,
Do not worry, child of the forest. The will-o'-the-wisps have lured many to their death.
Oh, God
But
damn
I will not allow one as worthy as you to die this day.
Cold shit going on up here.
Yeah.
Let other fuckers die, though, wouldn't you, Tree?
Yeah.
Cut to Jump Fundenden just smiling. Completely unawares. They would let me die.
they would let Jump die.
I like the idea that the moral of this podcast is that trees are dicks.
What was your armor class, Mark?
That's a good question. 14.
Puts the branch right through you.
14. The will-o'-the-wisp goes to try and shock you, but the branch reaches around and just pulls you away quick enough that the bolt of energy dissipates in the air, and you are standing outside of the bog, and the will-o'-the-wisps know they've been rumbled, and so the murmuration floats off deeper into the woods.
Thank you, kind master. I pat the branch or something.
It pats you back.
Yes, come on. I shamefully shuffle back out to the group.
Have you been?
Half covered in bog, so I probably smell.
Do we notice a difference, though, with it being Morik?
No different to before. Have you had a bath?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you smell nice, Morik. Yeah. Relative.
Thank you.
Have you recently submerged yourself in water? Because I would be very interested in that.
You don't want to go into this water plug. May I ask all of you if you see shining lights? Just stay away.
Oh, you mean like a will-o'-the-wisp situation?
Yeah.
They lure you to your doom, don't they?
Morik goes a little bit red if he can blush. Like, he should have known better. And he's like, that's exactly right, Black.
Well, it's good to remind oneself of the fundamentals.
The things that the kids know, sometimes we forget. It's good to remember.
Exactly. Do you remember that rhyme, Misa Itza, that we taught to the children when they attended one of your woodland workshops? The first and only time that the school allowed us to do that.
Yeah,
How did the rhyme go?
Yes,
I've forgotten. I remember it being reet catchy, though. Please, I'd love to hear it again.
Yes, how was the rhyme? Will of the wisp, 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 wisp.
It's a dance tune.
I need a second line.
Don't go near!
I need the next line, but only the next one. It was foresty, forest.
Yes, that was a solo that we gave to Jump.
Oh, yeah, on the lute.
I just winged that completely. Nobody had a clue, but I just made that up on the spot.
Oh, yeah. It were good.
Captured the true nature of the forest.
Yeah.
Before the fire.
Burned the
It's a
whole
shame.
school and the children.
I really feel the surviving children learned a great deal about the woodland.
How many did we lose that day?
It's not
hundreds.
worth recalling.
Hundreds. And one teacher. Do you remember after that? That's when I got a job at the school, at the new school that they built.
Suddenly that makes sense.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's a shame of what happened to Upper Coastberg, but, in many ways, Lower is far superior.
Especially now.
Yes, now it's the only one. It's easy to be number one when you're the only one in the race.
Yes,
shall we
subject
continue?
successfully changed, Morik. You get away with your group not realizing your near-death experience.
Fucked up.
And honestly, having heard the song, I don't blame you for not understanding the message it was trying to tell.
The message of the song was ambiguous. That was one of the lesser pieces of feedback we received for that particular outing.
Number 1 single within the forest, though. What?
Bumfunk MCs did a remix of it. It went wild. Fantasy Bumfunk MCs.
That's
You
it.
can still hear squirrels humming it.
Badger Funk MCs.
Badger Funk
Badger
MCs.
Funk MCs, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Are you sure they're affiliated with the original Bumfunk MCs? I'm not so sure.
Anyway.
So you continue...
On the adventurous go.
Yes, you continue through the forest, making good progress. You feel like you are maybe reaching the end of the woods, but can you make another perception check for me, everyone?
That's me.
You are everyone.
Me?
Jump got a 5.
Ooh.
Doing better.
No.
Marek got a 13.
3 for me.
That was 8.
Oh, we're all quite low.
Okay, so whiffs across the board, but that's fine. You just don't notice.
No? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oopsie.
Full stop.
Yeah,
All right.
you just don't notice. As you enter this sort of clearing, the clearing looks deliberate. It looks like there was intention to the structure of this particular area. And you hear the bark of the trees on the far edge creaking.
I thought you meant like a bark, like a dog's bark of a tree.
Would my knowledge of history tell me if this is like a... You said it looks deliberately created. Like, would I recognize this as being of its type? Like, I don't know, like a ritual area or something?
Sure, give me a
Sure.
history check or a nature check. Or a religion check, maybe.
Oh, religion's bad. I have history.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
Well, it's if you want to set it as religion, I can roll religion.
No, you get different information for different checks.
Okay, cool. I'll do a history check then. And that is not bad. That's an 18.
Great. So you know that this sort of area would have been used. You notice now what maybe wasn't noticed before is that you've gone off the path slightly.
Oh, crap.
There was a fork in the road where the path continued, and you've gone off into this structured area. And you feel like perhaps this is an area where fairies and pixies perhaps worshipped a specific deity.
Like that.
It feels.
I want to detect evil and good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That just happens, doesn't it? You don't need to roll for it, and
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
you don't sense anything good or bad in this clearing.
Spell isn't as useful as I originally hoped.
There'll be, there's just not a lot of fiends and fae in the Wild Eye Woods.
A lot of villains are neutral, really.
Yeah.
No aberrations, celestial,
Like the
elemental, or
Liptons.
undead.
The moral ambiguity of this world really makes your dualistic spell, your Duolingo spell, really quite ineffective.
Your bipartisan spell.
Who's to say? The spell says.
Let me just Google the word aberration.
This podcast.
Yeah.
Your face.
No, I don't think you would sense. Almost tipping my hand here, but no, I don't think you'd sense this.
Okay.
Great, on we go. Good about this.
But the creaking of the bark gets louder, and the tree.
Let me get that dog a drink.
Blur, you see now.
Blur, something terrible's going to happen to you now.
The form of this clearing,
karma.
you can now pass it into your head as it being what could have, like, areas of a temple. And you see behind what would have been the altar. But this temple has not been worshipped in for many, many years, and has been, parts of it have just been reabsorbed by the nature around it. And you see a tree behind what would have been the altar. The bark is forming into the shape of a humanoid.
Nice.
What do you see?
I see that weird bark thing happening over there behind the altar.
Aye.
I believe the church is about to be in. and I draw my bow.
Wait, sorry, I think I need to put my distance specs on. I can't. Oh! Should we...
Speak! Oh, Arboreal. I'm very aware of this particular being, incidentally. Speak, oh barky being. What is your nature here?
And so, yeah, the tree, it looks like a log, but the log splits at the bottom and 2 legs are formed. And then a crack at the top opens up, revealing 2 glowing green eyes. And it steps forward, holding a branch as a club, and part of the bark formed into its own arm as a shield, and starts walking towards you slowly but silently, saying nothing.
You are a fascinating figure. If you wish to duel with me, I would be only too happy to accept. But please, we must discuss terms before we commence.
This time we try and reason with this as well, instead of killing it immediately.
Marek, why don't you make another nature check to see if you can remember this, unlike the will-o'-the-wisp?
Oh, God. What a fail. Right, did you say nature or perception?
Nature.
18?
18. You do recognize this sort of creature. It is a wood road. They are normally put in place to protect areas of importance. So they are not evil or good. They are just a neutral entity that has only one purpose, which is to protect.
Okay.
Oh dear. Wait, are we the evil in this situation?
No, definitely not.
Let's slowly back out of here.
Perhaps we should leave, just in case.
Perhaps we should, if this thing is of low intelligence, we may leave the area and then stealth back in.
Blurg says this right in front of it.
Under a box.
There's an item of great importance hidden here.
Oh,
There
we
is.
want to loot.
Perhaps
I'm always up for treasure.
whatever this thing is protecting may well assist us in our journey to Dumpo Jugal.
Well, what if this belongs to someone? We can't go stealing objects from people when we're in some sort of magical, very complimentary forest.
That's true.
That's also a good point.
The greater good is a hard thing to see here.
On the other hand, I did promise that I'd bring some souvenirs back for the kids. And what better than a treasure?
One would also argue that this guardian is advancing upon us with this giant club, in spite of us only having come near to the treasure, and anyone willing to endanger the lives of travellers deserves to have their goods looted.
Can I... I really...
We could be children setting up a camp, very much like the camp that we destroyed so viscerally.
I really
in
don't
North,
think...
whatever it was.
We should take any treasure, team, gang. What do we call ourselves? Something?
Well, there's a question.
Gang?
I think in the game
If I say gang,
in
is
the
that,
game we
is that
do have a
awkward?
name.
Do I say gang? What do we say?
No, we do have a name.
Justice
What's the band?
Friends.
Friends or band
Justice
name?
Loving Friends.
Justice Loving
Justice-
Friends.
Or maybe I'll
That's
just say
it.
friends. I'll
You could
just say
call us
friends.
band.
Yeah. Justice lovers.
You, Morik, you can
don't-
call us whatever you want.
I don't think we should take anything, friends. And Morik moves to the front of the group, just puts his arms out between the group and the giant club-wielding tree trunk.
Mesa Isa, once again, your wisdom humbles me. You are absolutely correct, and we should leave this area at once.
For the most part, yes, definitely agree with you. If it does hit us, though, it becomes evil. Just wanted to let you know.
Then our retreat ought to be hasty.
It's just
Yes,
defending
I'm-
itself, Jay.
Have we engaged yet, or can we leave without disengaging?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
Oh, shit.
To
Can I
just
jump
I am
to
not-
out of the way?
Yeah, just to see if you can get out of the clearing before it reaches you.
Oh, crap.
So that's
I
strength.
have dog shit athletics. Can I use acrobatics to try and get away?
Yes, I will allow you to do that because you will probably
Thank
be
you.
using your froggy-like jumps.
I need to roll a real good roll.
Digital dice is absolute bullshit.
Oh,
Fuck me.
natural
What'd you
fail. Natural fail.
I also got a natural one, for fuck's sake.
Come on, Margaret and Morik.
7.
Oh, okay. Come on,
7.
Morik.
What is wrong
What
with me?
if I get a natch 20? Can I carry everybody in one go?
I'll let you carry the 2 smaller people.
Come on, I'm carrying the 2 smalls.
Mesa Isa, help me.
Oh, I got a 16. It's not natch 20.
Okay, so you do have the speed to get out of the clearing, but the other 3, are open to an attack, just one attack before they can actually exit
God,
the
they're gonna
clearing.
trigger jump.
Have we rested between?
No,
good point.
no, you have not.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm just running. Do your attack.
The pain of this attack will remind me of my
Okay.
failure.
So it's just gonna make one attack on.
Go on, kill her again. I know you want to.
Yeah, go on.
It's attack and jump.
Oh, it's not though, is it?
It's attack and jump fundamental.
Seriously.
Oh dear.
But I don't get it. The forest loves me.
Oh no! Maybe this dice. I think this is an all or nothing dice.
Fuck.
Paul, does a 27 hit?
It does. It might just do
Yeah,
that.
it does.
Funny
Yeah.
that.
Great.
Fuck me.
Because it did roll a natural 20.
Oh my god. Hope you can drag a 6'2" Asimar out of the clearing whilst being pursued by an ancient guardian.
I'm big.
I will try my very best.
It's a lot of dice being rolled.
That's a lot of dice, and they're gonna get doubled.
Oh no, they are as well.
So, okay,
dear.
just leading into this, right? If you hit me for what is it, double my something, I die immediately and can't be revived.
If you get more than half, if you in the negative, you're more than half your total hit points.
No.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
What?
You like
I've had a good
permadeath,
run.
don't
I wasn't
you?
sure about this character.
Instant death.
What are you currently on, Paul?
Isn't it? I'll just double check
I'm
it.
currently on 15.
Well, here's the thing that was maybe making you more afraid than anything else. His attack is a D4.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was rolling a D4 multiple times.
And rolled natural fours every time.
Do not get me wrong. Paul is still going down, but
Okay.
he's not gonna be insta killed.
Okay.
It is
Jesus Christ.
22 points of damage
Jesus.
Fuck. So I'm on
as
minus
his
7.
huge club just absolutely slams into you and knocks you to the side.
Hey, look, there's room for autographs forever. And then I just impact.
That's unpleasant.
Please roll initiative.
Ah.
Again, not necessarily to fight. I just need you to try and jump out of this clearing.
All right. That's 11.
Ooh.
I got a 15.
Well, I got a 16, so
Jump dice.
it's probably the best roll I've had. Jump, go, and it just cuts to me dead on the ground.
Hey, so you get to do your death saving throw right at the start.
16.
Your theme plays.
So, in the case of two of you getting 16, there's probably a more elaborate way to do it, but I'll just go with the one that's alive as going first.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I get that.
So Margaret, you just saw your friend get absolutely
What are you gonna
bodied
do now?
by a tree club.
Oh, I feel that pain. Margaret. How big is this creature?
It's not as big as you maybe think. It's taller than Jump,
Oh, that's quite
but
tall.
maybe about the size of.
I'd say that's pretty big.
It's probably about as tall as Morik. So it's not like tree. It's not like an ent-sized. It's more like a tall humanoid-sized tree man.
Okay. Margaret is going to, hearing her friend fall, she's going to twist around and shoot out a spell called Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Are we using components?
No.
Great.
So-
Otherwise, she did.
Oh.
she did
Sorry,
have a
D&D,
miniature
I
hand
die
sculpted
hards,
from
but-
clay ready to go. So
I don't even know what that means.
Nobody does.
components are like verbal, somatic, and material. Verbal means you have to be able to speak at the time
that's
you
what
cast
those
it.
mean.
will-
Somatic means you have to be able to move your hands. So if you had,
Yes.
theoretically, if you've got a character with all their hands tied up, they can't then cast certain spells.
Yeah. I'll be
I get you.
adhering to that, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's fair.
require you
With the
to
exception
have,
of, like, a resurrect-
a bird's
yeah.
feather.
I think the only one that makes sense is like
Okay.
a resurrection spell where you need a diamond.
Yes, an expensive gem.
That
Yeah.
one makes sense. But okay. Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. From the ground beneath the creature, a hand made of compacted soil rises up and grabs around its legs, and it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
So that will be against my spell save. My spell save of 12.
Hey. Does make the strength save.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not
Got a
sure.
14.
I have
Yeah.
an idea.
This earthly hand grasps around it, and it just, through
Fumbles.
the sheer force of its protectorate determination, just kicks out the dirt, and the hand crumbles.
Bum.
Butterfingers.
Jump. Could you make a death saving throw for me?
So how do I do this? I wasn't listening to.
Just roll a
when Maggie was doing
d20, and if it's a 1 to 10,
1 to
it's
9.
a fail. 1 to
It's
9,
a 10.
it's a failure.
Yeah, 1 to 9.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah, it's
Well,
a 10. I was reading it just before. It's a 10.
Which
like DC
you will
10.
have to fail 3 times in order to properly die.
Yeah, possible, but unlikely.
Well, look, if it
Just-
does happen, I know who I'm going to play.
Oh, me.
Grumpo's you claw.
That bowl of soup.
Okay,
that
well, I've been
Grumpo-
rolling really well so far. The last pretty much 4 sessions, 4 episodes. So, see if I can continue this. 19.
Okay.
Hooray.
Check
Woo!
one of the
Success.
successes in your death saves thing. What happens if he gets 3 successes? Stabilize?
Some strikes of life.
He's stabilized.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah. He's not back.
Penis
He's not,
size enlarges.
not conscious, but no longer making death saving throws. So that is now Morik's
Well, hold
turn.
on. What happens in Jump's sort of imagined death plane platform?
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
have one. Margaret's the protagonist.
Come on, a little sided character adventure.
No, Jump. Where is Jump when he thinks he's dying?
At that sexy desk.
What's the place that ties you most closely to life?
Okay, so he is. Yeah, okay, so we see Jump he's like marching on a sort of worn road in the countryside, his armor gleaming, and he's like walking towards a group of bandits. And at his side is a woman, and you can tell she's a paladin because she's attired in a similar way, but with a different sigil and different menacing but very cool color scheme on her armor. And she turns to Jump and goes,
Well, Jump London prepared to die.
but like because it's a dream sort of space, the mouth is moving and the vocals come at like a little delay, and Jump goes to respond and is like feeling a similar sort of gumminess in his mouth, and she lets out a shrill battle cry and charges at the bandits.
If you just refresh the stream, you should fix those audio issues, and the voice will sync up.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It was
it's
on
brain
mute.
stream.
I muted myself. Sorry, everyone.
1 success, so that is good. We're off to a good start. Morik, what would you like to do?
Not as strong as I thought it was.
Yeah, I feel like every day.
Story of my life.
As a bonus action, can Black just suggest a course of action?
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
You can speak freely.
Misa Isa, if you are able to tend to dear fallen Jump, bloodied Jump, I might be able to distract the terrible beast long enough to give you time to get him away, using my extraordinary acrobatics and aggravating haiku.
Morik, I'm far away. I'm sort of far away, but I'm not far away. I've run away. He nods. So can I run into Jump then and cure wounds? I'll go level 2, so that's both my level 2
Yes.
slots done. So I get 2 d8s. Come on. 7, good start. Wait, I'm rolling the wrong one again. Christ. Try that again. Sorry, everybody. 7. There we go.
There you go.
Fated.
Not bad. So 13. Whew.
Okay, so
Wait, I can't do maths. That's 12.
I was,
Yeah, I was like,
I was
that's not
thinking that as well, but I was like,
whatever. Either way, Jump is comes alive with a massive gush.
yep. 2 glowing white eyes
Yeah.
flash open,
Jay,
and you are
we
back
must
on the
move quickly,
battlefield.
Jay. Come with me.
He was a bit much, wasn't he?
Yes. Is that I guess because I moved over there and then I did the spell. I'm
Yeah.
thinking we can't move
You
away.
can start
so
to
we're just-
move back. It's probably not full 30 feet from the clearing to the, but Jump will move on
Yep.
his turn. Blurg.
Yep.
Okay,
Blah.
Blurt needs to buy enough time for the others to get away. So, yeah, I figure he's going to try... What can he do? I think we're going to shoot him in the face and then do some acrobatics.
Sounds good.
Fabulous.
So let's start with the shooting in the face aspect of all this.
It's a hard knock life.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 12 plus all my shit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Do you want to know my shit?
No, a stronger armor class than the gnomes, but I know a 12 plus your bullshit's going to get there.
Let's just remind ourselves of what my bullshit is before we build it up too high. So it's a +6 bow,
which
plus
gets you,
2
which
proficiency
gets you there.
bonus. Okay, but it would be 8, and then also my dexterity, which is 4. So that's basically when I shoot something, I get 12 added to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So +6, yeah.
+6 bow.
Why is it
Yeah.
+6 bow? That's amazing.
Well, that's what it says. The longbow that I was given
Is
as a fighter, attack bonus +6. And
Cool.
Bonus +6. That's fucking
insane.
mental. Wow.
I
hold
don't
on.
think...
All right, let's make sure I haven't
I've got the player
fudged this.
handbook.
D&D.
I'll look it up as well.
Okay.
Are you sure that this attack bonus is not your proficiency plus your dex? I think that is the attack bonus.
I don't feel like I'd have written it in that way, but maybe. No, it just says longbow. Doesn't say anything in particular.
But
all right, maybe
you
that's where all this is
still
coming from then.
made it.
Okay.
Just a
Excellent.
So
+6.
from now on, I will be adding.
Listen,
6.
I also don't think, again,
6.
there was a
Okay.
time where those dwarves did not have a good... Gnomes, they were gnomes. Those gnomes didn't have a good armor class, so I don't feel like there was a time where you wouldn't have
Right.
absolutely pierced one. But yeah, you do
Yeah.
land your shot on
Okay.
the wooden boy.
Okay. Cool. And now I'm gonna. Well, I guess I won't be jumping about the place yet. I'll be waiting until he tries to hit me and then trying to evade him with my armor class. It'll be representative of me jumping around the place.
You gonna roll damage?
I've pissed him off. That'll do. I didn't even think that it would be possible to try and hurt this fucking guy.
No,
his feelings.
follow that instinct, but you might as well try.
Right, that's a 2 plus dexterity then. So 6.
And so the arrow clings right into the center of the hole, which is sort of where its face is, and goes
Yeah.
straight through, and you see it come out the other, the notch come out the back of its head. But again, a facsimile of a person. There's no meat there.
Right.
But you feel it did a slight amount of damage.
Does it then drink a pint of orange juice and let it all seep out of the different holes, just to impress us?
Now it's its turn, and it puts its hand to the ground, and you see the arrow snap at the back, and the wood where the arrow went through regenerates.
We cannot kill this.
Run away! Run away!
And it is... No, that's its turn. It regenerates, and then it makes a move as if it's going to pursue Blurg.
Okay.
Hooray.
Hooray.
So we're back to the top of the order with Margaret.
Margaret, how are we all looking for getting out of this clearing? Do we all look like we might actually make it out? Do I have to roll again for running, or am I... No, 25 speed. Blurg, how many hits can you take before we...
How much damage did it do to Gibbon again?
22.
Oh,
That was on a nat 20.
That was on a nat 20, so it did.
I mean, that
11.
could happen to me easily twice.
Oh, it's fine then. I'll just keep running.
I can jump really good.
Be a good sport and take a few hits for the team, would you?
I can jump very far away if I need to, so I think we'll be okay. So is Margaret advancing the full, however far she can travel?
Can I use my action to, help pull someone else along? Is that helpful? I'm not sure it is.
Well, I think...
I'll maybe move a branch out of the way as we go.
Sure. But yeah, you can confidently make it outside of the clearing, outside the perimeter of this temple.
Do I feel anything? Does it feel like I might be safe out here? Does
You
it feel suddenly less holy?
A cool breeze.
make a religion check.
That's a 9.
You can't feel
Shit.
any connection to the gods that these pixies and fairies would have been worshipping to, so you don't know that you're safe, but you can visually sense that you're outside the temple and just cross your fingers.
I get across what I assume is the border, and I turn and I pull out my hammer ready, and I'm like, "You've got this, Blurg. I believe in you. Come on, champ.
Your encouragement is everything
Go,
to me.
go, go.
And now,
Mummy's here."
now jump.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So, am I right in thinking I can move as an action and also try and persuade this dude?
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of persuasion would you like to make towards the wood?
A very convincing one.
Absolutely.
So, I have... just want one snort an episode. I have... Persuasion is plus 6. Okay. So backing away at the same time. Or rather, he starts backing away and then he stops because he remembers that, confident posture is part of the persuasion, You have to be the person that they need you to be, or something like that. I can't really quite remember how that goes. Please, listen to me. impressive tree man. Look, from one guardian of good to another, take it from me, we mean you no harm. We did not even come to steal your treasure. That wasn't on the cards, not even once. So leave us be, and we'll leave you be. How's that for a deal?
Make your persuasion check.
25.
That's very persuasive.
That's really good.
That's pretty good.
It's just such a shame that this thing doesn't have
Oh, God damn.
any comprehension. It's just a construct that has been set a task to achieve, and it doesn't have a consciousness that can be persuaded with, I'm afraid. But it was a beautiful speech. No one can take how beautiful and everyone else in the clearing was moved, I assume.
Does that some of the trees hate jump less?
Yeah.
Oh wow, fantastic.
You
They're like,
swayed
I see it now.
You
Like,
hear,
at first
you,
it was a bit much, but I kind of
Yeah.
get it.
You hear a rustle and you assume nothing because you already thought the trees loved you.
I was like,
But Marek knows that there's a changing of the tides there.
Preaching to the choir, guys, I know. But, all right. Yeah, that's what I, Paul, feared. But, Jump had to try.
It was worth a shot, but you do get to the edge of the temple as well.
Yeah. He then books it.
Yeah. Marek?
Yes. I'm going to run. Also,
Fair and valid.
I like a tree and fuck off.
I'm not yet. I know better than to attempt anythings with this, especially after my Will of the Wisps embarrassing experience. Athletics check, right?
No, you are not in active combat with the
shit,
dude,
yeah.
so you can just make the
Saunter
distance
away.
up. Yeah. So you also make it to the edge of the temple, which just
Fab.
leaves Blair.
There.
What are you going to do, my boy?
I want to jump 25 meters away.
Woo!
Okay.
So, yeah, I just do that. And then I guess I might... No, I'm not going to shoot him again. Not at this stage. I don't suppose if I'm not... No, that would just be double movement. I can't run 25 meters, then jump 25 meters. For a
You
grand total
can
of
if you
50.
don't take if you don't take an action, you can take a dash action.
That would be
Which
what
is-
I'd like to do.
Yeah. You will be opening yourself up to an attack of opportunity as you pass the
That's
wood.
fine. That's okay. Let's do that.
Okay. He is gonna go and he does this. Not a critical, but definitely a hit.
Is it over 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 22.
That is over 15.
Depends on your
Right.
opinion,
You were
really.
right.
In some circles.
Depends on what school of maths you have subscribed to.
Fake news.
Depends what kind of truth you're living.
What kind of website you subscribe to. That's a lot of time.
It's only 14 damage.
Okay, I can handle this.
So yeah, as you jump over, he clips you with his club and knocks you the rest of the distance towards the end. So you just go
It's like in
flying.
Skyrim when you get hit by one of the trolls.
You just go
Just end over end.
You go flying out the door of the temple, crumpled in a little froggy heap, but alive.
Right behind you, friends!
And then the sentinel looks around, surveys the temple, sees that there are no more intruders, and then solemnly heads back to its standing place behind the altar and reforms back into that of a tree.
Hey, good job, guys. We solved that mystery.
Oh, yes. Yeah, this
We figured it out.
one's one for the annals.
I shall compose a haiku
We're so rusty.
immediately.
Do I do this? And I give him a back rub, which is also lay on hands. So I lay on hands and to cure you of some damage.
Ooh, how much? How much is that damage in the window?
It's actually his healing hands. So he goes, hey, let me just lay my healing hands on you. Bleh. And it just regain a number of hit points equal to it's equal to my level. So you got 3 hit points there, Blur. Don't even worry about it. That knee pain, that's all gone. Sorry about the rest of it, but you'll grow out of
It
it.
reminds me of the kind and dear touch of my great aunt. She was the healer of our clan. You are very talented in the ways of restoration. Jump. Fundenden.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much, man. I do my best. Do you know what? I taught myself.
Wow. You never told us that before.
Homeschooled.
Truly remarkable. Now, let us continue upon our journey. I believe that I am well enough to do so long as I am able To submerge myself in water before day's end.
Not much further down the road, you find a beautiful, clear creek.
Oh, that was lucky.
Go on then, Blip. We won't
I
look.
would very much like to submerge myself in water. 1 hour a day? Fuck off.
Oh, we can wait.
Yeah, that's all right.
Jesus Christ.
Probably stop for some lunch
We'll
anyway.
wait.
We
Yeah,
can
probably
have our
lunch.
packed lunches
Yeah.
that I assume Joan made us.
Oh, Joan. Yeah, Joan. We had Joan make us all one. Do you mind?
We had to drive back after she left.
Yeah,
We were still there.
She'd done the run.
Margaret's leaving was a little bit terse, but Joan made sure you all had some packed lunches for the road.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? There was probably some Dairy Lunchables left over in the fridge. so
They
we
were
just
for the
took them.
kids, but you took them anyway.
Yeah, I did. I panicked.
I imagine it's like in Bilbo's house when they got all the huge wheels of cheese. It's that, but a baby bell
Yeah.
with the wax on it,
Yeah.
and we break cheese together.
I bring out some mushrooms if anyone wants any.
No, thank you. Not
Blair
yet.
sticks his head above the surface. I would very much... I feel this would greatly aid my meditation.
I flick them into your mouth with like thumb. You know how you like
Shit's so fucking cool.
flick that shit in.
Yeah.
Blair is like diving out of the water and doing cool flips as he catches.
Very, very cool, Blair. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oh no. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, as Morik kills another one of the team.
He just gets really high, that's all. But maybe his poison counteracts the mushrooms.
You shoot a mushroom directly for his skull.
Oh dear, too powerful again.
He just fucking bursts. Right, that's what was it? Sorry,
Constitution.
that's 19.
Oh hell yeah! You do
That's
not
gonna be
feel
okay.
the effects of these mushrooms at all.
Or
You
it's
feel
like microdosing.
You just feel
You've had a little
you
bit,
feel
and it actually has a beneficial effect.
yeah. You feel pleasant, but you're not tripping balls like Shay was. You are fully in control of this, so that's good.
He submerges back under the water into a crazy underwater kingdom of his own design.
Crafted out of like sand and seaweed and whatever else is in the creek.
And colours
Rocks.
and dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Concepts and emotions.
With a little flag right on the top.
That was Under the Sea sung in Blair.
Under
In
the
Grung,
sea.
sorry.
Under the sea.
Oh,
Oh,
be
it
careful.
feels more appropriate.
Disney's very litigious. Don't want to get copyright strike for the grung version of Under the Sea.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go over it, and it's not called Under the Sea. Obviously, it's just called.
Yeah.
Only it's some sort of psychedelic remix of that.
They also sing a song called Kiss the Blair.
Let's sitar going.
Continue with your wonderful story, Sarah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm happy for the packed lunch break to continue. But you finish your big old baby bells, and
Big old baby bell.
Blair has a full hour of submersion.
Full house trip.
Before full hour trip back on the path. Probably more vigilant making sure you're on the path this time. And in fact, you do also see a few will-o'-the-wisps, not the murmuration you saw before, but just a few stray ones, almost checking in as if, are these people we could lure? And they realize that no, you're wise to them now, and they float back off into the darkness. But it doesn't take much longer, and in fact, it's quite an uneventful end to the journey. But you do reach the end of the Wild Eye Woods.
Oh. Thank fuck.
Brilliant.
Thought that had never
The
end.
trees wish you a goodbye, Moritz.
Fab. I high five a badger on the way out. I don't. I feel like Morik wouldn't do that.
It would be vulgar.
I'll say that Morik just bows to the trees as they leave.
Goodbye.
And then leaves the badger hanging.
And badger's on the ground like this, just waiting, and then I give him a little bit of a tap. And a mushroom. I don't.
Tap a mushroom into his mouth.
Lol.
Yeah, so you let me take that again.
No cuts, no retakes.
No.
Happy ending in the forest.
Self-mastery
So you-
in the forest.
Oh boy. I don't have an end.
We see a great expanse.
I'm trying to
So
say
here's the
something
thing about water dependency. If you fail to immerse yourself in water for at least 1 hour during the day, you will suffer one level of exhaustion at the end of that day. You can recover from this exhaustion only through magic or by immersing yourself in water for at least 1 hour.
I'm trying to come up with a nice way to wrap it all up.
Oh, a stinger?
Something? Yeah, not even like an enticing thing. Just like you've done it. You've done it. You're out of the danger.
What do we see?
What about like Lord of the Rings
What do we
style
see
end where
next?
you just they look out over like I don't know. Something.
Yeah, as
Do we find somewhere to stay?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Is it
you know
evening?
what? I will give you a tease for the next session.
Ooh.
As you exit the Wild Eye Woods, you see on the horizon a wisp of smoke coming from a familiar inn, perhaps a place to stay.
The Tavern of Dicey Delights?
It is indeed the Tavern of Dicey Delight.
Is it Bomb Tom Dadil?
No, he was fired from that job.
Oh, who's the proprietor now?
You'll find out in the next session. Thank you for playing.
Oh my god.
I'm definitely going to tune in for that.
Oh, me too.
How do you tune this smartphone?
Anyway, they go walking off. That was the story about how I won all the trees over to the side of Jump Fundenden. Quest Fantastic is Jen Blundell as Margaret Bowerhammer, Neil Hewitt as Morrick, Paul Salt as Blit, Paul Goodman as Jump Fundenden, and Sarah Keep as everyone else. Story by Sarah Keep, music and editing by me, with additional sounds and effects credited in the episode description. Thanks for everything, Grumpo Duclaw, to you for listening to episode 4. Slowly but surely we're getting out there with more and more people getting in touch or recommending us on social media, so a lot of love to everyone. You know who you are. Words can't describe how much we appreciate it all, but if I had to choose one, I would say good. Your word of mouth is powerful, like a mad dog in the park. So if you love the show, tell a friend, leave us a review, keep spreading the word on social media. Find the lost treasure of Melbourne Bay. There's a place called Melbourne Bay, and there's treasure there. And once you do that on the back of the map, actually, it tells you how to get in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook. So do that. But most importantly, we hope you keep having as much fun listening as we do recording. Thanks to Jen, our first 2 eps are now transcribed and online. #thanks, Jen. If you want more of us, Jen and Sarah host the Queer Actual Play podcast, Roll Plus Heart, where they play a whole host of one-shot TTRPGs. Paul Salt is film critic. Yep, I had to say that quite a few times in our career, still giving me trouble. Paul Salt is film critic for Screen Mayhem and hosts the podcast Jen and the Film Critic with just terrible real-life boss Jen Blundell. And Salt and I host the podcast One Good Thing, where we find good things in bad movies and recommend better ones. Because what else are we going to do? Talk to each other? No? You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Quest Fantastic. Send us an email at gmail at questfantastic@gmail.com. Whoop, difficult one today. And Sarah's on Twitter at Penguin Panic for all of her beautiful artwork. All of the links and handles will be in the episode description. The next episode is coming out on Monday, the 7th of March. Wowza, time flies. So we'll see you all then for another big old mouthful of Quest Fantastic-tastic. Bye.